Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about Hedera hashgraph known as Hbar. The amount of people that are requesting Hbar updates is absolutely insane, and we shouldn't really be surprised. Hbar has been on an absolute tear. People want to see my overall take, talk about Hbar's price, and I'm going to share that with you guys. So if you want to see more of these updates, guys, of course, this does take time, but if you want to see more of these updates, do let me know in the comments down below. Smash that like button, hit that red subscribe button, and I will try my absolute best to bring these updates for you guys. But anyhow, looking across the board, guys, you are seeing Hbar pretty much holding that first spot in terms of the top gainers, up 40% in a single day. Yes, you've heard that correct. Over the weekly time frame, it's up 118%. But what you're noticing is, and again, if you watch some of my XRP updates, if you watch my Cardano update, XLM update that I made yesterday for you guys, you're starting to see utility projects really gaining momentum over the course of the last, I would say, 4 to 5, I wouldn't even say 5 days, I'd say the last 4 days, a lot of utility projects are moving. And they're not moving just slightly, they're moving up very fast. And what you're noticing, there's a specific trend with all of these coins. They were pretty much stagnant throughout, the year of 2024 and even prior to that. So of course, a lot is happening, but let's take a look at Hbar. But before I do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So looking at the price of Hbar, almost 12 cents to be exact, 11.8 cents. As mentioned, up 40% in Bitcoin and USD comparative. Market cap at about $4.45 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at about 1.1 billion. And I'm sure anyone that is part of the Hbar community is not complaining right now because Hbar has been on an absolute tear. But with that said, what's really bringing in a lot of excitement, of course, the entire market is bullish. We cannot be forgetting that factor. But also Canary Capital, we know about this. And if you watch all my updates, I'm sure you guys know Canary Capital is at the forefront for getting a lot of assets, ETFs, applications in before, the big competitors coming in. And spot ETF as well. You can see this for yourself. Canary Capital files S1 with SEC to launch Hbar ETF. And this was just a few days back. And this brought in a lot of excitement for Hedera hashgraph. But yeah, this just shows you the entire shift that's occurring right now. A lot of interest, and the likes of Canary Capital. Do you think these guys are not seeing the future? Do you think the retail is only going to be focusing on just Bitcoin and Ethereum in terms of ETFs? They want more exposure in some of these other assets, and you're going to see multiple. And once the SEC is restructured, I think we're going to see multiple different ETFs or multiple different projects, getting approved by the SEC, and this is something we projected, months and months back. So that's finally starting to show that, it's not too far away in my opinion, but let me know your thoughts down below regarding that. Looking at Bitcoin dominance, of course, dominance has pulled down quite substantially from just a few days back at 61.16%. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is approaching, $91,100 right now as we're recording this update. A beautiful, beautiful bounce going into Monday morning. And, pretty much as far as Bitcoin price is concerned, I'm sure I've said this in a lot of my other updates, you are seeing Bitcoin kind of trading sideways after hitting an all-time high. And as I've said countless of times, when you see an asset like Bitcoin or any other asset hitting an all-time high, you want to see a sideways momentum forming to build some support before continuing the upside. And that's exactly what Bitcoin has been able to do. So great things in terms of Bitcoin price, and that's exactly what you want to see Bitcoin do. But yeah, $91,000 going into Monday morning, you cannot ask for anything better. But looking at Hbar, that is what everyone wants to know, but kind of let's go back down memory lane. If you've been in this market for quite some time, especially from, the 2020 levels, you guys know Hbar was, pretty much ranging around that 2 cents price point and went up to almost 57 cents. And here we are. Obviously, we know that the bear market started, and we've been ranging below. And let me repeat this. Let me make this. And I try making the technical analysis so easy to understand for everyone, because of course, in the Fibonacci levels, resistances sometimes can confuse a lot of people. And I try to make it completely, understandable for everyone. So here, let me make it better for everyone to understand. So we know what's happening with the price historically, right? So after the bull market came to an end, we went below the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. Most importantly, below the 15.4 cents level, and we pretty much traded sideways. You can see this for yourself. We pretty much traded sideways from April 2022 all the way until April 2024. So after 2 years, you saw the price of Hbar breaking out towards a new yearly high. I'm sorry, not a new yearly high, for retesting some levels that we haven't seen since April of, so 2 years. So it was been 2 years since the price was below this, and we finally broke out of here back in this April. And then since then, we actually ended up reaching October lows for Hbar. Can you believe it? October lows. And just November 2nd, you had an opportunity to be picking up Hbar at the likes of 4 cents and the likes of Canary Capital. Do you really think the insiders did not know this information? Or Canary Capital, or the people that work at Canary Capital, or insiders that knew it, they were probably picking up Hbar like never before at this range, because since then Hbar is up almost 200%. Let that sink in. This was a great opportunity. But right now, like I said, utility probably layer ones, layer twos are pumping up like crazy. And this would have been a great buy if you bought in right then, because pretty much this kind of dates back to even the 2022 levels. And that's where the price of Hbar was literally this month alone. And I'm jealous. I don't own any Hbar. I'm just giving you guys analysis videos, of course, because, major requests. And of course, you guys know I am completely unbiased when I make these updates. But that was a sweet spot to be picking up Hbar. But right now, what's really exciting is that the price of Hedera Hashgraph is retesting the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level, which we only retested this year back in March and, of course, April. The last time the price was, of course, there, like I said, it dates back to April of last year. And right now, as of recording this update, as you can see this for yourself, you can make this up. We're coming across that resistance, the 78.6, for the first time since April of this year. And if this is able to pop out, I think we could see Hbar making its way back above this key resistance, above the 15.4 cents, and starts heading towards some levels we haven't actually seen since, obviously early April of 2022, which levels are around 22.3 cents. And, with the market cap, it's about $4.4 billion. People come out and say all-time highs dollar. The dollar is a psychological price point, and I'm sure you guys know that. Every single person in the crypto space will always, if a project is not at $1, they will always come and say, when dollar. Can Hbar realistically reach $1? Here, let me take a look at it from this angle. So after breaking out of this key resistance, I think this could trigger FOMO. Reason why I think that is because you are seeing a breakout of a very critical level that we haven't seen, like I said, for over 2 years, almost 3 years. Not exactly, but 2 years and around 8 months. And of course, this will bring in a lot of FOMO factor. And after that, it's pretty much clear to go to that 22 cents mark. And if it's able to get back above 27 cents, I think anything is possible. And if an ETF is able to come, that just changes the game. Major money could flow. And this is where, the super cycle portion comes into play. Super cycle talks. Who knows if we're going to see a super cycle? If we see multiple different assets getting an ETF, you never know what can happen. A 37.7 billion circulation. So that would mean like a $37.7 billion market cap in order for Hbar to reach $1. Honestly, if ETF is approved, anything is possible. But we're going to take it one step at a time. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.